the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart. Last season's Egg Bowl down 14-10 early, but the old bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers, and when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real, the rivalry is real, so this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse-bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, David. 14 points in the first quarter. They just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. Wasn't it? In the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the win.
Snap it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on second and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed.
It's running room. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air, it's Shapen. Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on third down. They remove the chains. It's at the 37. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Mosley.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget.
There he goes. They bring him down with a big play. Will move the sticks. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He turns it loose to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Paul, where these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically...
Going up top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Rebels want to move quickly. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Rebels are rolling down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room to run. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Chapin. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each. Lost one deep down the right side. Calls in the deep ball. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Headed outside for the line. It's Taylor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Finds the back and leaves it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And they've regained the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. And the Rebels pick up the first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he'll just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Got the back over the middle. Oh, a lot of space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. He's loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just Dropping back, it's Simmons. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hit.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Williams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Reese. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first down, that's when they...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Reese. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They win